It's Smokey here, and today I am really excited to bring another toy review to you all. Today we will be reviewing together the SH Figuarts Metal Cooler. This figure just came in the mail today. I honestly haven't been on Premium Bandai's website in a while, so I didn't check the tracking. I didn't even know that this figure was on its way. So I'm excited that it came today, and yeah, we're gonna open it up together. You're gonna get my first impressions. We're gonna go through articulation. We're gonna look at the paint and just play with this figure, check it out and see how it is. So let's get started. Starting with the front of the box, we do have a picture of Metal Cooler right there. And honestly, I'm just gonna say right away, I think they changed the colors on Cooler. Like, I know people were talking about the paint, that they wanted it to look a little bit more of like that aqua color, like that tealish. And yeah, compared to the picture, this is what it looked like in the prototype. But yeah, they definitely added those paint apps. So for people who wanted that, that different color to make it look more like teal, or you got it, because this is it right here. But starting with the side, we do have another illustration of Cooler, and the back we do have some more pictures of Cooler. So let's get this thing open and check it out. And here we go. We got Cooler out of the package, and wow, I'm excited. I can't lie. I'm excited. I feel like I should wear gloves because I'm gonna get just fingerprints all over it, but let's do this. Let's get this open. Okay, and move that. But wow, look at this thing. Oh my goodness. I can't lie. I don't know if it's because my hands are sweaty, but this thing, what the? Oh, it feels slippery. That's crazy to say that right away. Like, it feels so slippery. Okay, so here we go. We have Cooler, Metal Cooler, out of the package. And right away, let's see if I can get him to stand up. We got Metal Cooler out, and right away, I have to say that this figure looks amazing. Like, it looks so good. Honestly, the video is not doing the justice that I'm getting with the naked eye. Just wow, this thing almost like changes colors in different lighting. Like right now, just taking it out of the package, it almost got like a aqua blue color. But yeah, right away it feels good. It's it felt a little bit light when I took it out, but when you put the tail on it, it definitely feels a lot better. It's super slippery. Like, I don't know what like material that they used, but wow, it feels extremely slippery to my fingers. But yeah, this figure looks beautiful. Just the paint on it, it's like different lighting. You get just so many different looks. Like, look at it from the different angles. You get that more metallic silver in certain lighting, and just other lighting you get that aqua blue. And wow, this thing is great. And I can say that it definitely feels different from any other Dragon Ball Z figure that I've gotten. Like, I'm not sure if it's like the paint that they're using, but it definitely feels different. It feels a little bit light though, I won't lie. Like, I can't lie. It definitely has a lighter feel to it, especially for like that price range that it cost. I was expecting it to be, a little more heavier. But it is actually a bit light. When you put the tail on it, it definitely gives it some more weight. But yeah, it definitely feels kind of light. Which, that's not a bad thing, but Just letting you know. But yeah, so for details right now, this figure is great. Like, it looks good. Overall, I'm liking the paint from just the silver to like this shiny metallic to the silver on the arms. It definitely stands out even on like the side of his face. That silver's different. It looks like they're using like a different silver right there. But yeah, this figure looks really, really good. Get ready to have a bunch of fingerprints all over it, but that's okay because I'm glad that they made this figure because it's beautiful. Now going on to accessories. I'm just gonna move Cooler right here for a second, but he does come with 3 interchangeable head sculpts, which this is his first one, and it looks really good. You can see that they did paint the tongue inside and like even down to like the eyes. It looks really, really good. They did a really good job on that. Sorry, it is a little bit slippery, so I'm trying not to drop them. This is his second head sculpt, which you can see it's more like a menacing look, like his teeth just grinning, his eyebrows frowning. It's more like him being angry at someone, but that looks good. And then his last face is basically like his smirking face, which you can just see the paint apps look really good. His mouth does have like a different color paint, like the silver's different on the mouth from the side of his face, and I like that. Just the extra details that they put into the figure looks really good. And so those are his 3 head sculpts. He also comes with one of his regenerating arms, which is really nice. You can see, yeah, that's a cool addition to it. Like when he's getting like regenerating his arm back, you can replicate that scene. So I really like that they put that in here. It's nothing too special on this. It's just, it's painted, but it looks good. Or is it painted? Actually, yeah, it's painted. But the arm looks good. Sorry, some of this stuff is slippery. He does come with like a regenerating shoulder piece, so you can put that on with the arm as well. He also comes with 2 or a pair of feet, like as if he's grabbing the ground, or like as if he's like grabbing Vegeta or Goku. And those look good. They don't have any articulation in them, which I think that would have been cool if they could have, you know, especially for this price point, if they could have added like articulation in the feet. So that way they didn't even have to have, you know, 2 pairs of feet. They could have just added the articulation. But I am happy that they incorporated those in there. You can see they are open hands. And they look good. Standard. Oh, they're so slippery. I promise it's not me being butterfingers or anything. Like, maybe a little bit, but this stuff is slippery. My most slippery review yet. All right, but yeah, that's his open hands. They look good. He also comes with some finger pointing hands, which are always nice. Just see if we can get these on here. But he does have finger pointing hands, which are always good. They look good. A pair of open hands, which are nice. So you can put them in pretty much any pose you need with all the different hands. And last but not least, he comes with grabbing hands, which you can see they look really good too. Just a pair of grabbing hands. But yep, now going into articulation for Cooler, he can look down this far, which is really good. He can look up about Oh yeah. Oh wow. His head comes out relatively easy. It's an interesting peg that they used for it, honestly. Very interesting peg. Okay, so hold on, let me get that back in there. Okay, so he does look up about that much. He can turn his neck to the side really far. I like when they do that. When figures can do that, because they do it in the shows sometimes when they're like, when they get punched or something and their head's to the side like this, and then they kind of fix it back up. But no, that looks good. He can rotate his head all the way around, which is fine. His arms do come up. Oh wow. His arms do come up. I'm not gonna lie, I do not like how easily some of the parts are coming apart. That's one thing I'm kind of not liking, but they come back in easily, so it's okay. But his arms do come up to a good T pose. You can adjust his shoulder pads a bit to get him up higher, so you can get him up like that if you really wanted to. His arm does come forward pretty much all the way. Like you can get his arm all the way up if you wanted to. You can have it up like that, so that's good. He does have a kind of small butterfly joint inside there. It doesn't really do too much, but I guess you can bring his arms probably forward. Okay, so it's good. So you could grab somebody if you wanted to. You get him in a relatively good grabbing pose. He has a upper bicep swivel, which is nice. He is double jointed at the elbows. So he does have the double jointed elbows, which are good. The wrist peg does move pretty decent, but you just have to be careful with him. But you can get him to move in different, there you go. You just have to be very careful because the pegs are small. He can move his torso in. I'm gonna try to do this without scraping, but he can go forward about that much, which isn't a crazy lot, but he can go in about that far, which is, it's decent. As far as going back, you're not gonna go back that much because this part right here hinders it from by the tail, and there goes his head again. There we go. At least it comes back in easily, but his back goes back about that far. His leg goes forward well. Can get it to kick all the way out, which is good. He does have double jointed knees, which bend well. So you do get the good bend at the knees. Does have ankle rocker, but look, once again, it is just, for me at least, it is just almost like falling apart every articulation I do. But he doesn't have, oh yeah, he has a decent articulation on his ankle. You can bend it in. You just gotta kind of work with it a little bit. And his legs do go out about that far. So you do get that good range of leg motion. His legs go back about that far. So you can kind of kick it back if you needed to. And yeah, let's see, he goes side to side, not too much. Oh, you can move him in here too. So he does have a little bit of articulation right here in this part as well, but it's not a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much all his posing that you can do. Oh, let's not forget his tail. So his tail does come, you can bend his tail back. It has multiple points, so you can curve it if you want to, which I like that. And it does go down. You can keep it straight. And they do have ball joints inside of them, so you can rotate each one if you wanted to. which is nice. So you can have it in all sorts of different poses. You can have it grab somebody if you really wanted to. You could grab, you know, Goku or Vegeta. But yeah, that is his articulation, which is, it's okay. I don't know how much more they could have really did, you know, with the articulation, with, you know, without sacrificing, you know, more cuts into the figure and making it look uglier. But yeah, that's his articulation. And yeah, let's get on to size comparison. And for size comparison, we have Metal Cooler next to SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegeta. And you can see that Metal Cooler is definitely taller than Vegeta. As you can see, his shoulders is definitely higher. Just Vegeta's hair is kind of taken over for the win in height. But you can see that Cooler is definitely a bit taller than him. And then the other figure that I brought out, which I haven't reviewed this one yet. I just literally opened it right now for size comparison. But this will be my next video that I do. SH Figuarts Legendary Super Saiyan Goku, which I just opened them. Let me see. I'm gonna stand. And I'm not gonna lie, this Goku is amazing. Like, I just opened him right now and I can't wait to review him. I'm almost, I can't lie, like I just opened this. Well, first let's go on the size comparison. You can see that Goku definitely is around the same height as Metal Cooler. Seems like they might be almost identical in height, but just opening this Goku right now made me realize how much like this Cooler, you know, left my heart to like want more. And it's not necessarily on a sense of like more, you know, I don't know, it's just this figure feels really, really light, the Cooler. Like this Goku feels really heavy, has some good heft to it. It feels like quality, like, you know, you pay what you pay for. This Cooler, I paid a lot of money and I'm just surprised. It almost feels like they used a different type of plastic that feels almost cheaper. And you could see it when I was doing the articulation, how the parts were coming out. And yeah, they seem to stay in there, but I don't know, it just feels like the Cooler figure feels a bit cheaper. I wish it had the same heft and quality as this legendary Super Saiyan Goku. But that is their height comparisons. And yeah, they all look good next to each other. And for my final impressions, I do have to say I do like this figure. It overall is a nice figure. The only thing that, you know, I had a few problems with was that the head felt like it came off a little bit. I wasn't too big of a fan of the neck peg. Also, like sometimes like the arms will come off a little bit easily, but it seems like the more I've been playing with it, the better that they've been staying in. So maybe they just weren't connected in all the way, but overall now it is a lot better. The figure is also a little bit slippery, but I mean, I guess that's probably just because they, you know, the chrome finish on it. And it does feel a little bit lighter than I wanted it to be. It's not a deal breaker at all. The figure is sturdy and it does feel very durable. The joints are tight. The paint does look really good on it. So yeah, overall, I do like this figure a lot. I think it's a good figure. I would probably rate it, you know, if I had a rating right now, I would give it about an 8.5 because it is a good figure and it does, you know, I'm happy that they released it. I just wish that, you know, the neck peg was a little bit different, maybe a ballpoint peg. I mean a ball peg, I said a ballpoint peg. Well, I guess you could say that, but maybe like a ball peg for the neck joint. And maybe like if they could have added a little bit of something that made it feel a little bit heavier. I don't know, like die cast, but other than that, it's a great figure. So thank you everybody for watching this video. I also am doing a giveaway. If you watched my video before this, I'm doing a giveaway for my 100 subscribers. So all you have to do is like that video, subscribe if you haven't, and then post a number in the comments between 1 and 250, and make sure it's not the same number as somebody else's. And next week I'm going to do a live video with like a number generator, and we will generate the first number on there, and whoever it is, you get that item. So you get the Vegeta brand new by SH Figuarts. So I'm excited to do that. And if you know it's something that's popular and people like it, we can do it more, because I do like giving stuff away, and I do appreciate just everybody watching the video and the supporting the channel. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope this helped you to decide if you want this figure or not. Honestly, I think it is a purchase. I would definitely get it. It is a little bit steep on the price though. Right now, I know the aftermarket is expensive. So yeah, with that being said, if you do like this figure a lot, I definitely think it's worth getting at least one. But yeah, thank you everybody. I hope you all have a great day. See ya.